getting cold, and it is almost time to take these ACs out of the windows, but I just don't want to have those last few extremely hot days pushing through, and then I'm sitting there like, put the AC back in. So we're gonna see how that go. I actually got on this live because I wanted to make announcement, right? And that announcement is super important to me because actually it's life changing. This is something that, you know, I am going through, and this is like the just the beginning of this journey. So I would like to kind of document every step of the way, and hopefully, oh, I got choked up. Hopefully, I can help other people out as well. Hopefully, this could be a message, and I go through this journey to help out my future grandchildren, my children's children, my children. I just hope that I literally try my best and succeed in everything that it is that I want to accomplish, right? So let's get into it. Um, I'm just gonna start doing lives. Like, I am on this super natural me journey. Life is very short, and I just want to make the best of the one I was given. So I just want to be real, raw, and authentic, and I want to stay true to myself, and I want to do the things that I know I'm capable of. And a train would come in the middle of my awesome speech. So excuse that background noise of that train that just came. But I do want to say, yesterday I spent that day in the hospital, right? I was in the ER because I have been having consistent bleeding for ever since July the 21st. And today is August the 25th. So every single day, nonstop, consistently, since July the 21st, I have been having bleeding, menstrual bleeding. Now, this is not the first time that has happened to me, since I do have a history of endometriosis. That's why I was just like, okay. But what was odd to me was two things. Number one, I am on Depo-Provera. If anybody with endometriosis know, they suggest that you get on Depo-Provera to help, limit the bleeding so you won't have a period, so you won't have the other things that come with it. I've got diagnosed with endo since I was 18 years old, so I've been on and off of the Depo-Provera shot, right? Okay, so I went to the hospital yesterday, and I have been having this sharp pain in my back, and I can't even describe it, you guys. It hurts so bad in my back. Hi, Messi. It hurts so bad in my back, right? And I'm like, this is not normal. This is not a normal menses. I have to go to the hospital and see somebody. This is my true story. So I went to the hospital yesterday, and solely off of back pain, menstruation, I felt like I've been bleeding so much that I'm starting to feel very loopy. Like, my memory is foggy. I'm feeling off. I'm not feeling like myself. I just feel kind of out of it. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a drinker. The only thing I take is Tylenol, one Tylenol a day to kind of help with my back pain, but it's over the counter, like a small dosage. I'm like, it's no way I should be feeling like I'm high, like super loopy. I feel like I lost too much blood. So I went inside of the hospital rather, and they're asking me these questions, and I kid you not, I could not even remember. I still can't tell you any nurse's name, the doctor's name. Like, I was just so freaking foggy and out of it. I'm talking to the nurse as she's kind of, or the person up front, as she's kind of putting me in, putting my information, and she asked me, do I have a doctor's appointment or OB appointment coming up? I said, yes, I scheduled one with a new OB who specializes specifically in endometriosis. I had an OB, pause, but it was a thick language barrier, and I didn't kind of understand what he was saying, and he was an older man, and some of the things that he was saying really didn't quite make sense to me, since I had this condition since I was 18 years old, and my OB prior to that, he retired, so it was just kind of like, I'm on my own with this one. Hey, no. So, I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my phone. My actual phone is right here. So I told her that my appointment was on Thursday coming up. And then as I'm talking to her, I'm like, wait, did I say Wednesday? No, my appointment was on Thursday. My appointment was on Thursday. I feel like I said Wednesday though. And she gave me this look like, is you cool? Like, you cool, girl. You said Thursday. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's my brain fog. Y'all, I am a teacher, right? I'm a substitute teacher. So I was just like, I can't be out here like this. Like I really have to get it together. Right? So we're gonna fast forward. They took me and they took a lot of blood samples. They took me to do transvaginal ultrasound and everything. Hey, real one. They took me to do an ultrasound and everything. And guys, they had me wait in the room. I'm nervous. Doc comes back in, and he's like, okay, so you have two fibroid tumors. And I said, who? What? Are you serious? I'm like, I have two tumors, right? Two fibroid tumors and endometriosis. So I said, Doc, come on now. Like, can you educate me a little bit? Because I've heard of fibroids. And this is why I'm on this live to document my journey. So if anybody ever, been through fibroids or you're interested or you just want to see how I switch my entire life around, I'm talking about I'm changing everything. He didn't really tell me much. I don't know if he didn't really specialize in fibroids or if he was just trying to get me fast track in and out, right? So he just pretty much told me to, I'm sorry, this is a notification on my phone. He just pretty much told me, follow up with your OB. That's as much as I could tell you, and come back if you need to. I'm going to skip that. Come back if you need to. Hey, y'all. So I took it to heart and I instantly got on the phone with my family. I called my aunt because two of my aunts had endometriosis. One of my aunts had endometrial cancer. One of my aunts had a hysterectomy. Out of these two, they've been through it. And when I got on the phone with her, yeah, baby, we was on the phone for over an hour and she was like, Star Love, I went through everything. My first stage was endometriosis. And then when I was around your age, I got diagnosed with fibroids. And then I had to get a hysterectomy completely. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it really is level to this in stages. So I said, I got to get this on track. I got to stop this. I'm having an incredible back pain, y'all. I can't even describe the way that my back is hurting. When I looked up things on ChatGPT, when I looked up YouTube videos, like I'm really actively trying to do research, I heard that it could kind of be sitting on a nerve and that could be like pulling the string to your back pain. I got me a heating pad, but it just seems like nothing is getting me true relief. And I realized that I have to switch everything around. I'm not a pork eater. I eat healthy for the most part. I do dip and dab into beef every now and then, but I realize I have to cut all that out. So no beef, y'all. I have to kind of transition my life into vegan a little bit. Not all the way. Like I want to do fish and chicken, but I kind of just want a lot of stuff to be pure, organic, natural, vegan. Like I already ordered some things on Amazon, natural vegan toothpaste, mouthwash, body wash, the African soap. Like I just really have to make a change and I really have to educate myself. I got a binder and I want y'all to see every step of the way as I'm doing this stuff. I have a binder where I wrote down natural markets, farmers markets. I want everything organic. I don't want none of that processed junk. Like I want to really change my life. I did it kind of before. I didn't go vegan route, but I went diabetic route. I'm not a diabetic. But a year ago, I got diagnosed as a pre-diabetic. And in order for that not to turn into full-blown diabetes, I changed my lifestyle and I started eating as if I was a diabetic. That's where my current lifestyle comes from. Like I only drink water or I like decaf tea and coffee, but I don't do all that other stuff. Like I don't sit up here drinking juice, putting sugar. Like I don't do all that. So I came accustomed to this healthier lifestyle. It's been over a year now and it did work. I had lost 20 pounds and thank God I ended up beating it. I am not a diabetic. I'm no longer a pre-diabetic. My levels went down to normal, so I was good with that. But I did feel myself slipping a little bit. And now that this fibroid thing has come into play and I already got endometriosis and I am in a lot of pain, I'm just like, yeah, let's just try to change it. I've looked up things. I have to get vitamin D. I'm just like, tomorrow is the day, right? Tomorrow is the day that I go to the store, and I might take y'all with me. Tomorrow's the day where I go to the store and I just start transforming my life. Like right now, it's me talking. I just got out the hospital yesterday. Give me grace. Today was the game plan where, I call, I make all the doctor's appointments, I do what I need to do on the back end. I write down my list of everything that I need. I order some things. But tomorrow is the day where I go grocery shopping. I buy the greens. I buy the okra. Like, I'm looking up different things where I can make natural liquids to drink. I heard of okra water. I heard of steaming my greens and drinking the juice from that. Like, I'm just really trying to educate myself and better my life, better my health, just so I can shrink these fibroids and hopefully dissolve them on my own without the use for surgery. I'm very serious with getting my life together. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to the store tomorrow. I'm going to be getting some more things. If y'all know anything, please tell me. If you got any healthy suggestions for me, anything that I should definitely try, or anything that I should definitely stay away from that I might not know, let me know. I also want to look into organic teas. I want to start trying to make my own teas if possible, right? So I was looking up different things, and I seen some people, like this lady, she had a rack on her wall and she was growing her own plants, and she was using like the herbs from that to put inside of her own tea. So I would love to do all that. And then I seen somebody else, they had like oh my gosh, they had cinnamon in there, they had apple in there. Like, it just looked like a big old nice warm cup of tea, natural. And I was like, I want to start doing stuff like that. I want to start doing the smoothies. I seen people put like chia seeds in their smoothies. I want to order a jar of that. So I'm just really trying. And yes, it is a bit overwhelming just trying to educate myself on all this health nut stuff, or all this scientific stuff of the products to stay away from when you're bathing, and the lotion to stay away from. Like, I really feel like I have been on this earth for almost 32 years, and I have to relearn how to live again all over. So, I mean, I get older and wiser, but y'all, like, I have to complain. I have to change my complete mindset. Another thing that I want to put on there as my journey goes, I have, and this helps with my brain fog too, I have decided to go completely natural with everything. Like, let's start with social media. I have cut out Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. The only thing that I have is YouTube. Put it like that. Only thing I have is YouTube. I'm gonna educate myself. I know that other things could be informal, like informative. Like, Facebook could be good for support groups. And it would have been a great time right now to do a fibroid support group. I was already in an endometriosis support group, but I deleted my Facebook a week ago. Something told me, like, just delete all this stuff and lock in. This is before I even got diagnosed with fibroids. I just was not feeling well. My back cramps. It was like, just lock in, delete everything, and figure out what's wrong with you. And as far as between all the platforms, because TikTok is informative too, but they're like little few second short videos. Out of all these platforms, I knew that YouTube is what I started with. YouTube is what I had the longest, and YouTube is where I feel like I can find the most valuable information, where I feel like it'll be less distractions, where I feel like I won't just mindlessly scroll, where I feel like I can actually make content and help other people out as well. And I feel like on YouTube, people who kind of rock with me and they have the same mindset as me, or they just like my style, they will actually listen. You know what I mean? So I just feel like YouTube is the perfect platform for me to start my journey and share my progress, like share my testimony. So that's that. Number two is I really want to get closer to God. Like, me and him already locked in, But another reason why I deleted all those social media platforms is because I really wanted to get on my word. I really wanted to get on my Bible study. I really wanted to just, I don't know, I just felt like it was too many worldly human distractions. And I just want to kind of separate myself from the worldly stuff and really focus on what God is trying to tell me. I got a message this morning, actually. It was clear as day when I woke up, because as a mom, you know, sometimes, or a parent, period, but as a mom, just speaking for myself, I would tend to get kind of stressed out and overwhelmed like very easily. And I'm a cool mom. Like I'm a fun mom. Me and my kids do things. They know not to play with me. But I'm like a Bernie Mac. Like these kids know not to play with me. But big love the kids. Like sir, you know, it is what it is. They say for me. We cool. We good. We locked in. So I don't know. I got a message clear as day. And when I woke up, it was like God was telling me to just, and you want to know what's crazy? Because can I be completely transparent since this is my channel, right? I remember just maybe a few days ago to last week, I was literally thinking like, dang, and I talk to Chat GPT a lot. That's Chat, right? That is my best friend. I'm like, I can't remember the last time I was genuinely happy for an entire day. Not saying that my life is messed up. I actually have a pretty good life. It is just the stress of being a mom. And let's get this very straight, right? I work full time, right? Now with me subbing, I first I was a long-term permanent position, but now I kind of sub and I move around, which I love because I can make my own schedule, especially because this fibroid situation popped up and I haven't been feeling well lately, right? But, you know, I work and I am a full-time college student and I am a full-time mother by me losum, and I homeschool as well. Well, they go to virtual school, but in a sense it's homeschool because I give them my own set of work after their schoolwork, just to kind of keep them sharp on their toes, you know. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot trying to prepare curriculums for my kids, prepare curriculums for the kids at school, follow my own curriculum with my college, and I get overwhelmed a lot. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is a lot. And my kids are not at easy ages. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. So doing that 8th grade and that 5th grade curriculum and then helping them with their own homework on top of that from their virtual school, it's like, okay, my brain is going 1,000 miles per minute. You know what I mean? So I'm just like overwhelmed sometimes. But what God told me this morning is don't complain or stress over your blessings. Because if you were in the same situation with the fibroids that you are now at 31, going on 32, with no kids, you would be sad. And I'm just speaking for myself. There's plenty of 32-year-olds with no kids that are happy and fulfilled in their life. But I know I've always wanted kids. So, yes, if I was going through this situation right now and I didn't have them, I would be thinking like, dang, I'm in this house alone. I'm in a lot of pain. I don't have no one to just make sure I'm okay. I don't have no one to, you know, care. I don't have no one to help me. I don't have no one to just be there for me. Just hold my hand. Just, you know, Mom, do you need anything? Mom, are you okay? Mom, you know, just to check on me and make sure I'm still cool. You got family, but they might check on you once a week. You know, you could be laying up in here in a terrible state and nobody knows, you know. So I am glad, I'm grateful for my babies, and I'm grateful for their ages and their stages, because right now, what I'm going through, baby, it would be so much harder if I had a newborn and a 3-year-old right now. And I'm glad I went through that newborn and 3-year-old stage long time ago. And I'm glad that right now I'm raising teenagers who are able to experience this journey with me and help me, and it grows stronger. And by me, you know, reteaching myself and restructuring myself to learning, you know, holistic ways, organic ways. In a sense, I'm teaching my kids too. And that's what I love the most, that I'm able to, you know, just help them, and I'm able to contribute to their future and their kids' future. You know, fibroids Endometriosis are very real. It's very serious and it can be very painful. And it's moments like this that I will teach I have a son and a daughter, that I would teach my son and my daughter what to do for their own lives and for their kids' lives in order to go down a healthier route. So hopefully they won't go through this stuff that I'm going through. I didn't know. I wasn't growing up on, oh, eat healthier, organically, holistic. I wasn't growing up on none of that. I have to literally teach myself right now at almost 32 years old. So I hope that, I can help them. Another thing I want to say is I am going completely natural and I'm being me when it comes to my hairstyles. Baby, listen, I can do my kids' hair, but I can't do my own hair. I say it all the time. I can do little styles, don't lie. I can do like little twists and stuff like that. But I have 4C hair, so I cut my hair a lot. Y'all gonna be so mad because my hair was a lot longer. I recently cut it. I was on my dreads journey and it started to lock and mat up, right? And I'm sorry, I just didn't have the time and the schedule to go to the shop, and financially between me, my son, and my daughter's head, because if I'm going to the shop, all three of us going to the shop. I'm not just going to go to the shop myself and then just do their hair. I want them to get the experience too, right? But financially, that is a lot to get 3 dreadlocks every single month. So I started doing their hair on my own because I do know how to do their hair, but I just didn't know how to do mine. I can't separate and part and that, and they're not quite big enough, to kind of part and help me do all that. So I just did a big chop. I chopped off all my dreads and I left like the little new growth area underneath the dreads, and that was it. I mean, my hair grows pretty fast, but it stops at a length. And I can see with my dreads, it was surpassing that length that it usually stops at. But that's just something I don't know. Maybe I'll see down the line, or maybe I'll just rock a fro until it turns long enough to turn it back into a ponytail. If you see my earlier videos, you can see my hair growth journey. Like when I first started, my hair was real small and then it got bigger and bigger, and then my fros turned into ponytails. You'll see all that. So if you're curious to what I look like, just go back to my older videos. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, by the way, so you can follow up with me on my journey. So yeah, I'm going to go the natural hair route. And it's just this ties in with my spirituality, right? So as I'm getting closer to God, I realized that we were put on this earth natural, and I am no longer going to be embarrassed of, oh, my hair, I need to get it done. I need to get, I need to put this wig on real quick. I need to do this and that. No, this is what baby, this is how I came in the hospital yesterday. What you see is what you get, right? I'm going to be all natural. I'm going to, do my little curls on the side. But what you see is literally what you get. This is my hair right here. And I love it. And this is the hair that I was born with. And I'm going to really lock in and love my hair. And I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to lock in and learn to love my hair, because I feel like there's no such thing as bad hair. This is beautiful. This is me. This is thick. This is coily. This is 4C. And this is what I love. Like, I love it. I love how it gets lighter in the summer and darker in the winter. I love how it changes, just like my skin complexion. My skin complexion is opposite. Like, my skin gets darker in the summer and lighter in the winter. Like, I love how my hair and my skin, just goes with the flow and does what it want to do. And it is very beautiful, if I might say so myself. So I'm just really working on faith, self-love, healthy. And let me say this, just spinning the block back on what I said earlier. So I was telling ChatGPT that I can't remember the last time I was happy, right? And just off of the stressors of, being a full-time mom, and I'm doing all this by myself and all the 1,000 other things I got going on. I woke up this morning and I felt different. I don't know, like after being in the hospital, I felt like life is very short, and life is too short to be saying that you're unhappy and waking up every day like, okay, what now? What else I gotta do? And I would say from the morning I woke up to right now, and it's 7:51 p.m. Central Time Zone. Um, I've had a really good day. It wasn't one part of my day where I was like, ugh. I had a really good day. Even with the pain. Even with the pain, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still in pain. Urge. But just like mentally, like stimulating, I had a really good day. Me and my babies had a good day. They were very helpful by my side. We played outside. I kind of watched them play. I'm in pain. But we had a good time. Like, we watched videos, we watched a movie. Like, it was just very fun and very family oriented. I went to a parent teacher conference for my son's class, and I helped both of the babies with their homework. I got their homeschool after school, I like to call it. I got their work done for the entire week. So now they just got to go in there, Google Slides, and do it. I'm going to work on my homework tonight. It's my last class, and then I start a new one tomorrow. I just feel really accomplished, and I feel just very proud of myself. I feel like I had a very productive day. I'm just proud that I'm strong. I'm proud that I can encourage other people, and I'm proud that out of all the generations, my generations that I'm creating, out of all my generations to come, I get to be that strong great grandma or whatever that beat this thing, and I was able to, eat right, healthy, and who knows, I already got a little recipe book. I think I'm going to update it and start putting this new stuff in it. Who knows, like, make a organic natural recipe book of, just the correct soaps to use, and the correct remedies for sicknesses, and the correct just everything for cramps. What do you do? Like, I hope that I can be the one that creates that book to pass down to my kids and my kids' kids and their kids and generations to come. Just grandma's big book of blessings. Just something like, this is my organic 100% natural book, guaranteed to work. And everybody like, let me get grandma a book. Let me get grandma a book. They might have to buy that thing. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to be brave and eat healthy and be the best me that I could possibly be. This lightheadedness, this brain fog, this cramping, like, this is all kind of new to me. I'm also going to look on Eventbrite. I'm going to see if I can find some type of, I don't know, it might be something, I don't know if I can handle a yoga class, but it might be something just to help me lift my spirits. I did see this. This is something I want to get serious about too. I saw a financial literacy class. I think that happened September 3rd or 4th. I was thinking about enrolling on that. If you guys don't know, Eventbrite it will be your best friend. I want to get more serious looking on YouTube about financial literacy, which is kind of hard for me right now because I need to, like, anybody who knows organic knows that organic costs more than the cheap, crappy stuff, right? So I'm going to have to drop a bag in order to change my lifestyle. But then after that, I snap right into saving a bag. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard saving money if I got to drop that bag on this lifestyle. So I do want to get more financially literate. I feel like I know some things, but I want to really tap in. Like, I want to tap into stuff that a lot of people don't know without doing their research. Like, it ain't just common sense. You can't just watch a quick TikTok video. You gotta, like, really dive into that to unlock the secrets to, like, okay, this is what that is. So I don't know, y'all. Just if you want to watch my journey, if you feel like this is something that you're interested in, I mean, just subscribe to my channel, and I'm really going to keep y'all updated. I'm going to be doing these lives. I'm going to be showing y'all what I got. Like, this is just me, just raw, natural, unfiltered. Just what you see is what you get, and I hope that I can inspire other people out there. I hope that, you know, if it's anybody else, maybe you have a mom with fibroids, sister, cousin, aunt, you know, maybe you just want to educate yourself on eating healthier and choosing the right body wash and soap and fragrances. I truly want to get on this body butter and all that. Like, I need to educate myself, and I'm starting now. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the stuff that I find. I'm going to start back working out. Like, I'm really going to try this to flip this thing myself, because y'all, and let's be honest too, I'm going to see how do I want to navigate this, and how do I want to, you know, handle this. I don't know. You know, tomorrow I have a regular doctor's appointment because the hospital did not give me iron supplements. They claimed that my medical didn't cover for it, which is not true, because my primary doctor usually gives me ibuprofen all the time for my endometriosis. But I had ran out. So I do need to go there to get refilled. But when I was at ER yesterday, I asked the doc for ibuprofen and the iron supplements that he was talking about. And that's what he told me. I literally think it was just trying to fast track, one and done, get me in and out. So I made a family doctor's appointment for tomorrow just to get those supplements and kind of just chop it up with the doctor, tell them what happened, and I'm going to see if they can give me a referral to a OBGYN. I did find one online, like I said, and my appointment with them was on Thursday. I never met them before. This would be my first appointment, but I still want to see if my primary doctor, who I've been going to for the past 10 plus years, is able to refer me to someone maybe a bit better, or maybe a bit. My doctor that I found for Thursday, they specialize in endometriosis, but I'm not sure about fibroids. So I just found out the fibroid thing. I'm going to see if my regular doctor can point me in the right direction. So this is my dad calling. I'm going to get offline, but I just hope everybody has a good night, and I hope that you guys continue to watch me on my journey. So subscribe. Bye.